All right, Shalom. It's your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. With that being said, I want to give our honor, glory, and praise to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QUADASH. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers that are doing this work in truth and sincerity, man. I'm gonna jump right into the scripture. This is Psalm 139 and 19. It says, "Surely thou wilt say the wicked, O Yahweh, depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men." And that wicked, that wicked that's talking about is Esau Edom, man. He is the wicked, man. He is the wicked described in Job 9:24. He is the son of perdition described in 2 Thessalonians, the 2nd chapter. He is the base man described in Daniel, the 4th chapter, man. I'm gonna read that back again. So surely thou will say the wicked, O Yahweh, depart from me, therefore, ye bloody men. He is a bloody man, because of the blood that he shed, the blood of you Israelites, man, you so-called blacks and Native Americans, going all the way back to you Native Americans, you so-called Native Americans, tribe of Gad, the millions and millions that he killed in acquiring of this land, going all the way back to you so-called Negroes, the tribe of Judah, man, that he enslaved, and the millions and millions of you Judites that he killed in building up this land. All the way to you Mexicans, man, going back to the conquistadors, the millions and millions. He killed 90% of the population, and the conquistadors killed 90% of the population, man. That's in the millions. So he definitely is the bloody man. Conquistadors were Edomites, so he definitely is the bloody man. So this is perfectly describing Esau Edom. He is the bloody man. They are the bloody men. With that, I'm gonna give Revelation 16 and 6. This is Revelation 16 and 6. It says, "For they have shed the blood of the saints and prophets, and thou hast given them blood to drink, for they are worthy," man. So they have shed the blood of the saints and prophets, man. Esau Edom. They have shed the blood of the, because only the Israelites can be prophets, and only the Israelites can be saints. Once again, that's talking about you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans, man. Because all the prophets in the scripture were Israelites. And the saints can only be Israelites, because they're the only ones that can follow the law, the only ones that can prophesy the law. They'll just follow the law and the word. And with that, I'm going to get Revelation 17 and 6. The scripture describing the blood that got spilled is Revelation 17 and 6. And it says, "I saw the woman drunken with blood." And who is that woman? That woman talking about America, man, the great whore. "I saw the woman drunken with blood of the saints." And once again, the saints are you Israelites. Because only Israelites can be saints, man. These other nations have no partaking of the scriptures or of this word. And with the blood of the martyrs of Mashiach Yahawashi, man, because there will be martyrs in this thing, and there have been martyrs that have died and for this truth. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And there's going to be many men that come in these days that are going to be martyrs for the Lord, man. Whatever if that's your lot, and that's what the Lord has for you, and that's what it is. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. That describes the bloody men, going back to Psalm 139 and 19. Was that I'm going to get Numbers 35 and 33. Just a real quick lesson, man. This is Numbers 35 and 33, and it says, "So ye shall not pollute the land where you are." And Esau Edom definitely did pollute the land. He polluted he polluted in every way possible. This is basically a wasteful society, man. Everything gets thrown away. It is an excess of waste. He's polluted in that sense. He destroyed the air with his pollution, and he also morally polluted too. And he polluted with the blood of you Israelites, man. That's why it says that in Micah 2 and 10 that this is not a rest, because it is polluted. And who polluted it, man? Esau Edom did. So you should not pollute so he broke this law right here. So I'm gonna read that back again. This is number 35 and 33. "So you should not pollute the land where you are, for blood it defiles the land." For you have polluted with your blood. He polluted with the death of you so-called black Native Americans, man, and the building and the enslavement and the acquiring of this land, which at one time belonged to you Native Americans, man, you tribe of Gad. "You shall not pollute the land where you are, for blood is the father of the land. The land cannot be cleansed with the blood that is shed to him, but the blood of him that shed it." So his blood is required by the Most High, man. His death and destruction is required by the Most High. That's why it says in Psalm 139:19, Surely that will say the wicked, oh Yahweh, depart from me, you therefore you bloody men. So the wicked are those bloody men. The wicked, that's talking about Esau, Edom, man. And to prove that, I'm gonna get Genesis 4:9, because that's a scripture talking about the blood of the saints that cry out to the Lord. This is Genesis 4:9. So the Lord said unto Cain, and Cain, a representative of Esau, Edom, because that word Cain goes back to the word dagger, man, and which is same other way of saying sword, because Esau, Edom blessing is a sword. You go back to Genesis the 25th chapter, I think it is. That's what Esau blessing was. The Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And Abel's representation of the Israelites, man, because he followed the law. He gave a proper sacrifice. The Lord was pleased with his sacrifice, and he wasn't pleased with Cain, because he knew what sacrifice to give it, but he just wanted to disobey the Lord, because that was his spirit, man. His spirit was to go against the Most High. The Lord said unto Cain, where is Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, what hast thou done? The voice of thy brother's blood, the voice of thy brother's blood cries unto me from the ground. So the millions and millions of Israelites that Esau Edom killed, in this country, which is Babylon the Great, and which is Salaki, which is Babylon the Great in the scriptures, America, the empire of the Edomites, the last empire, the blood of you Israelites crying to the Most High, man. What's that? I want to get Ecclesiastes 3:15. It says, that which has been is now, and that which is to be has already been. Yahawah requires that which is past, man. So if the Lord requires that blood, the Lord requires the blood of you Edomites, man, for spilling the blood of the saints, spilling the blood of the prophets. Your blood is required. Your death is required. Your destruction is required. Your judgment is required by the Most High, man. With that, I'm going to get a couple of scriptures. I'm going to get these two right here. It says Exodus 34:7. It says, keeping mercy for thousands, forgiving iniquity, transgression, and sin. And the only ones that can receive forgiveness of their sin are the Israelites, man. You so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, because they were the only ones that were given the law, statutes, commandments. And that's what sin is. Sin is a transgression of the law. So we're the only ones that can get mercy for our sin. And it's like I said in the New Testament, Messiah YAHAWASHI, who you even call Jesus Christ, he said it came to save his people from their sins. So that mercy, that forgiveness is only for the Israelites. And that I'm gonna go running back from the start. Keeping mercy for the thousands, forgiving iniquity and transgression and sin, that by no means clear the guilty. Who are the guilty? The guilty, your so-called white man. Guilty of what? Guilty of spilling the blood of the saints, man. Guilty of wickedness. Guilty of theft, destruction, and murder. Guilty of going against the word of the Most High. Guilty of messing with the apple of the Lord's eye. Guilty of forwarding the affliction, man. That's what you're guilty of. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children and upon the children's children unto the third and fourth generation, man. So you are your fathers reincarnated, and you are going to pay for what your fathers did, because you are your fathers, man. Now I'm gonna get this verse, which basically says the same thing. It re-emphasizes the point. It says the Lord is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression. And like I said once again, that mercy, that long suffering, that forgiveness is only for the Israelites, and by no means clearing the guilty, man. So there is no salvation for you, man. There is no mercy that will be shown unto you Edomites, none whatsoever, according to the scriptures. Visiting the iniquity of the fathers unto the children, unto the third and fourth generation. So once again, man, that's what it is. And with that, I'm gonna get Salakia. With that, I want to get Habakkuk 2:4. It says, behold, his soul was lifted up, because that's Esau's spirit right there. He's proudful, and wickedness is proudful. Pridefulness is wickedness, according to the Bible, man. And the scripture also says that pride comes before the fall. So him being a proud man, he's gonna have a great fall. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith, man. So So his soul that lifted up is not upright in him. That's described as wickedness. That's why he is the wicked. That's why he is a bloody man. Because his soul is not upright in him. There's no righteousness in him. And neither can be. Because he was made as the wicked man. He is the wicked made for the day of evil. I'm gonna go down to verse 4. It says, yea, also because he transgresses by wine. That's talking about philosophies, because he spread his wicked philosophy, to all these other nations. He is a proud man. Going once again, he had the lifted up spirit, neither keep it at home. That's why he is a bloody man. But why? Because he don't keep at home. He goes to these other countries and he causes genocide and death. Who enlarges his desire as hell and as death. See, there you go. That's what he does. That's why he is the bloody man. He's got nothing but blood on his hands, and cannot be satisfied but gather unto him all nations and heap us up unto him all people. Found that. I want to go back to Psalm 139 and 19. Just close it on that. Psalm 139:19 says, surely thou wilt say the wicked, O Yahweh, depart from me, therefore, you bloody men. That's the emphasis that I'm trying to make with these scriptures right here, that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, he is the bloody man, and the blood that he spilled is the blood of you so-called black Latinos and Native Americans. Verse 20, for they speak against thee wickedly, thy enemies take thy name in vain. And they do speak against the Most High wickedly, man. They are blasphemous in everything they do. Starting with that image of Caesar Borgia, that so-called white Jesus. Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? Am I not grieved with those that rise up against thee? Because they're going to try to rise up against the Most High when it's like when them cherries hit the sky, man. They're gonna try to fight him with their fighter jets and what have you. I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them my enemies. So they are our enemies. And the Lord said that he is going to destroy our enemies, man. The Lord said he is going to give us victory over our enemies. The Lord said ultimately that he's gonna put our enemies under our feet as slaves. So that's what we look forward to, man. Search me, Yahweh, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts. So that's talking about integrity, man. And that's something that Esau, Edom does not have, because he is a bloody man. And see there be any wicked way in me and lead me to the way of in the way everlasting, man. So that's what we hoping for, man. That's what we trying to do. We ask the Lord to search our hearts, man, to try us, to know our thoughts, man. And why do we do that? So we don't have to follow so we can purge ourselves from this world, from the evil philosophies of Esau, Edom, man. With that being said, man, I hope the lesson was edifying. Just a real quick lesson. That one said, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashai, Shalom.